Hello, this is John Piper with a weekend video, and it's Saturday the 6th of March. Basically we're in what I believe is a fourth wave correction in Bitcoin. So the third wave peak was here. I've discussed the previous moves beforehand. There are various alternatives, as I've been saying in recent videos, but my preferred count really is we've seen an A wave down, about 13,000 points down. Pretty much a near perfect 61.8% retracement up to around 52,620. And I think the C wave is now with us. And if it sees another 13,000 points, then the target's around 37, 38. Now, what alternatives are there? I think the main one is that we're seeing a triangle. So if this became an A, B, C up to there, say or thereabouts, that could be wave B of the triangle. And then, in fact, the low might be in, and we'll just go sideways for a while, triangulating probably through the rest of this month into April. And then we'll see a low, and we'll go, wave 5 will begin with a target around 100,000 or thereabouts. So that's quite a nice rosy scenario. The alternative is wave C down, I think. So those are the two main alternatives to finish the correction, and then for the next leg to start. It's unlikely, I think, that this is a more major peak, because the wave count is pretty clear that we've seen 1, 2, 3 so far, and so we're in a wave 4 and not a more important move. I mean, there are never any guarantees in this, but certainly my analysis has been quite effective in recent months, and that certainly is my preferred count. If there is something more serious afoot, then I think we'll probably know about it fairly soon. And I think the fact we're in the institutional stage, where institutions start buying into this coin, is also a matter of some comfort that this rally has got further to go and isn't going to finish at this 58,000 level that we saw back in February. If we look at Ethereum, I mean, this is the March low down here around 88 or thereabouts. So clear 5 wave 1, subnormal 2, and then a clear 5 wave 3. So a somewhat simpler count. Again, giving some kind of assurance that we're in a wave 4 here, and not something more serious. Let's go down to a 3-month chart and have a look at the action since then. And again, I mean, here we can see a clear ABC, A, B, C, and I mean, in Ethereum actually is looking more positive. We haven't seen a 5 wave advance, A, B, C, and we're not really seeing a decline at this point. So it may be that the lows are already in on Ethereum. I mean, this is fine really. Let me just pause this a second. Fibs on the wave 3 rally on Ethereum, and this spike was a fake spike, I think, on Kraken. So we're already gone below 38.2%. In fact, the low is betwixt and between 38.2 and 50%. So that's enough really for a wave 4. In terms of time, it's a bit subnormal, to say the least. I mean, here's the beginning of wave 2 in September. So that's what, 4 or 5 months, and this is just a few weeks. So again, it does argue for a longer time frame for this decline, suggesting perhaps that the idea of a triangle again makes some kind of sense. So again, this could be the A wave, A, B, C perhaps, and then a D and an E to complete the triangle. So on Ethereum, that is my preferred count, and it certainly will be valid on Bitcoin as well. But that 37,000 target on Bitcoin remains in place for now. Right, you're also seeing this rather enlarged triangular type thing. Not very precise triangle, it keeps breaking out, but the breakouts are sort of consistent. That breakout there is rather similar to the breakout here. I guess you could say the same about this one. Has gone a bit further down here. I mean, it keeps hitting support levels. I mean, 1720 was of some importance, and we saw a bounce, and 1700 was quite of some importance, and again we saw a bounce, but again it failed, and so I keep extending the E wave down, but there's no sign of a low here either at the moment. So just waiting for some confirmation that this decline is over on gold. Similar to silver really, and it's showing more strength because we did see a very brief new high back at the end of January, sorry, beginning of February. I think the best count here is A, B, C for an A wave, A, B, C for a B wave, and some kind of C wave with maybe shorter term support around 24, where this A wave would be equaled by the C wave here approximately. But I think perhaps a lower move is likely here. Well, maybe we could in fact see some kind of support from this trend line maybe. I mean, it's quite an unusual pattern, to say the least. Not very clear, but I mean, I say this is a sign of some strength. If we're in a correction, I mean, gold has seen nothing like this, and maybe we're just going to see a truncated C wave to end this move before we start moving up again. And I mean, the 24 level is now fairly close, around there, and this trend line might also be of some importance. So. I'm still looking for some kind of indication that the low's in, but nothing at the moment on either of those two markets. Right, this chart shows the bigger picture on FTSE. This is a 2-hour chart. So we had the previous all-time high, I think, up here somewhere. We then had the big virus collapse, so A, B, C. We've then been bouncing around this Fibonacci 61.8% retracement around 6617. So we tested on the first bounce, fell back, exceeded on the second bounce, but we're just homing in on it now. It's become quite an important support level, or quite an important market attractor, maybe with a better way of saying it. And now we're basically bouncing in this triangle. It's quite well documented. I mean, two points up here, 1, 2, 3 so far up here, A, B, C, D, E. So a breakout is getting closer. I mean, obviously these two lines get close together. A breakout becomes inevitable at some point. Obviously watch out for a failed break. I mean, it seems to me equities would probably have to go down, but they don't seem very keen on doing so, and there's all this money printing going on, which is obviously supportive. So FTSE could perhaps go either way. And in fact, in Elliott terms, as this is a corrective move off a new all-time high, it suggests, in fact, the market will want to go up initially at this point. But anyway, we'll need to see how this pattern resolves itself. DAX is similar in the sense that we're seeing an expanding triangle of sorts here. A, B, C, D. I suppose it's quite a similar pattern, really. We obviously made a new all-time high there, as I believe. But it just doesn't know what to do with itself now, which is rather like FTSE, really. It's just waiting for some kind of catalyst, I would say, which may be coming along quite soon, I guess. The Dow looks positive. We've got the five waves up here, which we discussed a few times. This is a 2-hour chart again, followed by an A down 50%, a B, then a C down 61.8% there. Now we're going up quite strongly. So the indication is we're going to see new all-time highs here. This is an impulsive rally, which is going to take us higher. I mean, potentially as a third wave, in fact. I mean, if this is a 1, this could be a 2, and this would be a third wave coming in, so it could be quite potent, however unlikely that may seem, given what's going on in the world. All right, finally the Nasdaq, which saw a new all-time high around 13,900, 5 waves down to there, corrective wave 2, so we've got 1 and 2, 1 of 3, I would say, maybe 5 is down to here now. These markets are really jumping around. So we could see an ABC here, but it's suggesting that we're going to see a more important decline coming in. I guess it's possible we have actually seen, rather than counting this as an impulsive decline, right now it could be an A, B, C, consisting of 2 5 waves. I mean, normally an A wave is an ABC. This is obviously a 5. So I guess this could be stronger than I'm thinking. And maybe should be watching this rally for a more substantial move up than I was expecting. But so having but every 5 does get to a point where it will at some point look like an ABC. So it depends on I mean the third wave at some point will always equal the wave 1, for example, and then it could be an ABC. It all depends what happens next. In this case, we do have this rally coming in. So I think I probably need to watch quite carefully. Right, that's all for today. If you want to enter a news, back to the report for subscribers on Tuesday. Please feel free to ask me questions. Have a great weekend. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.